Hello and welcome to Life's a Game. What is Life's a Game? Why am I doing this? Well, originally, several years ago, it was a first impression slash vlog of all the new games I bought. It was a good idea at the time. Now I'm bringing it back, solely making it a series of first impressions videos of all the games I have bought, but I have not played. Seriously, I have games on my shelf that I have not touched in years, despite the fact that I really wanted them for some reason or another. I'm talking like 5 years on a shelf, not played beyond opening the case to make sure there's a disc inside. So, let's start this off with Shantae Half Genie Hero on Wii U. To be honest, I have not played a single Shantae game. I am aware of it. I'm aware there's previous entries in the series. I think Pirate's Curse or something. Risky's Revenge, I think it was one of them. I'm aware of them, but I have not played them. Half Genie Hero on Wii U, I heard, was a rare game to find at the time, but now it's being ported to every console. But I got the Risky Beast edition with the soundtrack. Have not opened the soundtrack disc, because what's the point where I can find all the soundtracks on YouTube and wherever. So, with only very minimal understanding and knowledge of the series, I wasn't knowing what I was going to expect with this. But it's developed by Way Forward, who have a catalogue of great looking and great game, just a series of great games in general. Really, I played A Boy and His Blob on the Wii remake, which was very challenging, but just animated beautifully. The DuckTales remastered game on PS3, that's fun to play. I should finish it really. So their style, their philosophy of graphics and presentation certainly shines through with this, because it's like playing a cartoon. All their games like playing cartoons. This is no exception, and I like the fact that, as you probably can see now, is even though it's 2D animated running across on a 2D plane, the character itself, the actual animation, has layers of light. Like you go near a fire, or like it lights up, go to darkness, it darkens, some shadows go across, some different light filters. It's like it exists in the world. This looks the whole game is very reminiscent of DuckTales Remastered, where the character animation is all 2D, but the background is all 3D. Not like a juxtaposition where it's simple 2D animations and a realistic looking background. No, it's like it fits in the world. Like, it's believable that they can move around in this world. And gameplay wise, it seems to be like it's a 2D hub world kind of affair. Like, you have a stationary hub world where you can buy items. I know she was a belly dancer. I didn't know that allowed you to transform into stuff, which you get much late after the first major level of the game, where you're fighting pirates and risky boots. Not really much of a spoiler at this point. And attacking with the hair, which is not something you really see in games. It's very unique to see. But it's not. But it's pretty much in the same vein as Castlevania, where you can only whip forward, and you can only whip forward when you jump. You can't aim upwards, which would have been really great for certain parts of the game. And certain stationary objects are breakable to get gems, hearts. It's hard to tell what. I know there's hearts in the corner, and that is very far off, because I'm focusing on Shantae and her immediate personal space with the enemies. So I had to keep moving my eyes away from Shantae to see her hearts, to know what I'm actually, how close I am to death. But every time I get hit, it's I had to tell it's not really clear what it is. I'm pretty sure it's damage. Like, it's 1, so 1 damage. I'm doing 5 damage, I'm doing 6 damage. So I'm guessing that is, but every other game I've played, like the Castlevania games again, especially the 2D Metroidvania versions, like Dawn of Sorrow, which is one of my favorite Castlevanias on the DS. Has numbers come up, but that's experience, not just damage. So it probably it actually is damage, defaults to damage. I know I'm going on about this, but it's just mentally I'm equating it to experience, which it isn't. Even though you do get items to transform, use to build your health back up, use magic, but I haven't got that far into the game yet. I'm aware, I've been to the item store, I'm aware there's magic you can use, certain artifacts you can actually use to reduce damage, increase attack damage, and different transformation spells. I'm showing you bits of gameplay as I talk. This is all post-recorded, by the way. I played the game for about an hour, which is my format right now. Play the game for an hour, and let it settle for a bit, then talk about it. Honestly, it's quite challenging, which for me is, because I'm not the best at games. I enjoy playing games, I'm not the best at them. I will throw there is video and live stream of me failing several times at one of the easiest boss rushes in Sonic Lost World. But that's neither here or there. I enjoy playing them, I get frustrated. This game gets down that frustrating, like it's old school platforming, old school ideals. But it's not so challenging enough to actually want to throw the control on the floor, which I won't because I was using the gamepad for this, and it doesn't matter. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. It doesn't matter whether or not you're using the TV or the gamepad, it's exactly the same screen, just like with Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric and Breath of the Wild, technically, but you have to tap the screen in that case to switch it because it had a switch port. But I played a good, like two and a half levels worth, if you can call it that. There seems to be like a continuation of stories, like here's the next chapter in Shantae, but it feels like I don't need to go back and play them. Like, there's something about half genies, or you were born from a genie and you're half human. You know, the same kind of bullshit that tried to pull in a Doctor Who movie. There is some backstory you need to look up, which I actually might go and look for the other games, but I'm going to stick with half genie because it seems the most accessible to me, as well as most accessible to other people, because it is, like I said many paragraphs ago, it's a hub-based platformer in the same way of Castlevania, but you have a hub world to go to. So think classic Castlevania crossed with maybe Spyro or Crash Bandicoot. The later Crash Bandicoot, it's like 2 and 3 with a hub world. But buying items, you can restore health, you can talk to NPCs. There's even an NPC who questions whether or not this is a reboot, a remake, a remaster, a sequel, a robot. It's kind of in joke. There's some in jokes there. It's very aware of it's a game, but not so much so like Deadpool levels. And the writing is very, very down to earth. I've had a good chuckle at a few lines spoken. Bolo is the younger brother or the male sidekick character who thinks, I'm going to be better because you're the hero and I'm not. Yeah, you get a chuckle at his antics. I just can't get over the animation, especially the later levels where you fight the Mermaid Queen, and it doesn't feel out of place. Like, she takes up the entire screen. Beautifully designed as well. Like, there's a consistent theme of design. Like, it's not Amazing World of Gumball where you have all various styles of animations and different mediums all meshed together. It's more like Ed and Eddie or the Steven Universe, where there's a distinct style that flows through and doesn't feel out of place. I can't get over the animation style. I love the animation in this. I love the art style. The animation just flows beautifully. Gameplay is very simple, but it's purposely simple because it's a 2D platformer. Why fix what isn't broke, right? And I kind of want to go back and play some more, but I've got a big list of games that need playing, need first impressions of. But life's a game, you know? You gotta keep playing. So, Shantae Half Genie Hero on Wii U is definitely a thumbs up from me. Thank you all so much for watching and listening, and I shall see you all next time in the next Life's a Game. Thank you.